Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. We have a question here on screen. Is love an art? क्या प्यार एक कला है? प्यार क्या है? Is it easy to find your love? Hopefully not. It's not easy to find our love. So the famous essayist, famous social psychologist, the famous German social psychologist Erich Fromm asked this question in his essay, Is Love an Art? So let's try to understand the theory of love from Erich Fromm. And this lesson is in the syllabus of second semester BCom General English under Bangalore City University. Watch the full video. You'll have a surprise at the end of the video. So let's begin it. Is love an art? In this essay, Erich Fromm argues that love is not just a feeling, but it's a skill that must be learned and must be practiced. He believes most people misunderstand love just focusing on being loved rather than learning to love. They just focus on being loved rather than learning how to love. Like any art, love also requires knowledge, effort, and the deep commitment. What does it require? What does it require? Love requires knowledge, effort, and deep commitment. So let's begin. So we have one very beginning, very opening of the essay where from Erich Fromm says here, Erich Fromm begins the essay by asking, is love an art or is it just a pleasant feeling that happens by chance? So he says that most people today believe love is a matter of luck. You fall into love. अरे यार ये तो मेरा luck था वो मुझे मिल गई वो मुझे मिल गया. No, he says that most people today, they believe love is a matter of luck, where you fall into love. But Eric Fromm, he disagrees. He says that he believes that love is an art. It's an art like painting. It's an art like medicine. It's an art like music. If it's an art, what does it requires? What does it require? If you consider love as an art, it requires knowledge, it requires effort, and it requires practice, obviously. So, why people don't believe love needs learning? Many people, they don't believe that love needs learning. So, Eric Fromm explains that there are three important wrong ideas. There are three main wrong ideas that make people feel that make people think that love doesn't need to be learned. So, which are the three wrong ideas which make the people believe that love does not require love needs not to be learned? So the very first wrong idea is here: focus on being loved, not being loving. So people think the real problem is how to be loved, not how to love others. They want to be attractive, they want to be charming, they want to be successful, they want to be rich, or they want to be sexy, thinking that thinking that will make others love them, right? And men often try to be successful and powerful. So, this is the first wrong idea which comes in the mind of the people. Focus on being loved, they don't focus on being loving. Women often try to be physically attractive, and men often try to be successful and powerful. What's the second? Both men and women, they work on being popular, modest, helpful, interesting, and pleasant, much like improving a product to make it more sellable. They try to become a product where people get impressed, get attractive, right? So, what is the key point here? The people behave as if they are selling themselves in a love market. They're trying to attract the buyers here. Second wrong idea is here: the problem of finding the right person, which is always considered as the right object. अरे यार कोई अच्छा आदमी नहीं मिलता, अच्छी लड़की नहीं, अच्छा लड़का नहीं है. What is the meaning of this right person object? People think finding the right person is difficult, not the act of loving. They don't concentrate on the act of loving. They always concentrate on the finding the right person. So in the Victorian era, The wedding or the marriages were arranged based on the family, class, and society. Love would grow after marriage. In modern times, people seek romantic love first and expect it to naturally lead to marriage. They think love first, marriage later. So first they need romance, then they feel that this romance will lead to marriage. That's the thought in the modern era. Because of this change, people now believe the key is the choosing the right object. What is the most important? The right partner is important, not learning the ability to love. They don't concentrate on the ability to love. Instead of this, they concentrate more on choosing the right partner. This is the second wrong idea, the wrong notion about love people have, according to Erich Fromm. The third wrong notion, even Eric Fromm also says that today's society is very materialistic. How? They feel that life is based on buying and selling. People pick partners like shopping for goods. They say, hey, he's successful. Somebody says she's beautiful. And some people say they have good status, right? So this process is like choosing the best available deal, considering what you can offer and what you can want. Something like Amazon's big deal of the day, right? So this process is very much similar to choosing the best available deal, considering what you can offer and what you are going to get or what you want. The third important wrong notion about love we have here, confusion between falling in love or being in love. This is really very $1 million question. Are you in love? Are you falling in love or are you being in love? Right? That's a really great confusion. So people confuse the initial feeling of falling in love with real, lasting love. At first, two strangers break down their barriers and feel incredible closeness and passion. This sudden intimacy feels magical and miraculous. Often, sexual attraction makes the feeling stronger. That's a general feeling people have in today's context. But, as time passes, excitement fades, it comes down. People discover the differences, they feel disappointed, and they become bored. The initial passion dies until the real love is built. Eric Fromm says the early craziness, he says the early craziness people feel doesn't mean the true love. The early craziness you feel in the early phase of the love, that does not mean that you are in the true love. It often just shows how lonely they were before. You were lonely before, today you have got somebody. That's only the much difference, but it does not define the true love. So these are the three important wrong things people feel about the love. Now, the problem with the love in modern times. What's the problem with the love in modern times? Eric Fromm says here, people feel love is essential for freedom. I'm sorry, love is essential for happiness. Yet, love fails often, marriages break, relationships collapse. If any other art like carpentry, painting, medicine fails as much, people would try to study and master it. If today you fail in carpentry, painting, you'll go for tuition, you'll study, you'll master. But with love, people do not try to learn. They just hope for better luck next time. They just hope for the better luck next time. Now, the question is here, how to learn the art of loving. So far, we have seen the problems with the love, the three important wrong things which you always consider about love. Now, how to master the art of living? No, I'm sorry, the art of loving. Eric Fromm suggests that learning love requires some steps, just like as you would like to learn some any art. So, which are the steps we require if you really would like to master in the art of loving. My God, great. First is here mastering the theory. You have to understand the theory of love. Study and understand what love really means. Know human nature. You must know the human nature. You should know the emotional needs, and also you should know the psychological factors. Understand different forms of love. Is it a romantic love? Is it a brotherly love? Is it a motherly love? Is it a self love? Or is it a love of God? So, the very first step, mastering the theory of love. Second step is here, mastering the practice. How to practice love. Practice patience, practice care, practice responsibility, practice respect, and practice understanding in the real relationships. Build emotional strength and the maturity through experience, and love actively, not passively. Loving is giving, not just receiving, right? There's a gracefulness in the acceptability. Love is giving, not just receiving. So love actively, not passively. So step two, mastering the practice. And the last stage, the third stage, making love the ultimate concern. You must be deeply committed to mastering the art of love. Love should be more important than success, than wealth, than status, than power. Don't compare with love with the money. If love is treated as less important, you will never truly master it. You need to give importance to love. You need to be more committed, right? So these are the three important steps where you can easily master the art of loving. So Eric Fromm criticizes now the modern society. He's going to criticize the modern society. He says people dedicate their energy to achieve money, fame, prestige in the modern society. Very few people dedicate the real effort to learning how to love, because love doesn't bring material profit. So finally, let's conclude what Eric Fromm says here. What does the author says here? The Eric Fromm, I'm sorry, the Eric Fromm concludes saying that love is not easy. It requires discipline, concentration, patience, and practice like any serious art. It also needs a serious attitude, and people must truly believe that love is worth the hard work. Love is worth the hard work. So, in his very famous book, The Art of Loving, Erich Fromm promises to explore the two important things. One, the theory of love, that means what love is, how is it, what are the different types of love, and in the second thing which he would like to explore, the practice of love, that how to practice it, how to practice it, I'm sorry, how to practice it, how to develop the capacity to love. So this is how I have tried to summarize the important essay. So many songs which define either the love is an art. Yes, love is an art. I do believe in the words of Eric Fromm, because it requires commitment, it requires discipline, it requires the understanding, the emotional balance. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have liked this video. Write something in this comment box. What do you think about love? What's your opinion about love? Do you really feel that is love and art? Please do write in the comment box, at least for this video. So thank you so much. Stay in tune with Mukesh English.